likely the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment. They've built so much, and now it's here. A chance to take the field in the biggest football game of them all.
From every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And, Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Give him 14 on that one. First down, Seattle.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep is Marcus Jones. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their 2nd-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on that connection. First down, New England.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On the give, it's Henderson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
2nd and 10. Once more, it's Henderson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seahawks offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The Patriots offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's May. To the left side, he's got Henry. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
And the Patriot first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first down, they go back to Henderson. And he will score! Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The extra point is up and through. And the Patriots are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Andy Borregales.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Darnold. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 37 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Darnold. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. To the goal line and in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, Travion Henderson. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Has completed to Douglas. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Now he'll air one out. And on third down, that ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. On the move left. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. The run up the middle, it's Walker. He'll have a 1st down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll be forced out of bounds. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. That's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection. You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Darnold to throw. Open left side is Barner. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up. And
oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Christian Barmore. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Derek Hall there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's into the hands of Diggs. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. First catch of the game for Diggs, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the handoff, Henderson. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Douglas in motion. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. As we are ready to get back underway. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd down, 3 to go. Now, May. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Seahawks offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. The throw on the run is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
3rd and 11. Now, Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing is May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch. And that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game. Don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henderson, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities, and for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line, and we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That's dropped off for Walker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
On play action, here's Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That's caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play here in the big game. 62 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Down at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, they need 3. They run with Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
On the tackle. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
And he'll take it on in. Eric Sauber, touchdown Seattle.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will get out in front 17-7. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. To throw now, May. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
May going to hold on to this one. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
At the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. From out of the gun, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he will have a Patriots 1st down, at least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
2nd and 3.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On second down, here's Henderson. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak, and he will have a Patriots first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That is going to be called in. He's got it. Touchdown, New England.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and through. And the Pats are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Patriots 14.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's now 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, here is Henderson. Tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, New England.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 6. To throw is May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
May to throw on 2nd down. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. 1st down and more inside the 15. And he's in! Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Seahawks 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Shaheed in motion. On first and 10, here's Darnold. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Here's second and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On third and a yard, here's Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is. And he's able to pick up that first down.
First and 10 at the
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
So, from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Here's Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Jason Myers.
2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Once more, it's Henderson, and he'll take this to the 35, and that'll move to James. It's a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Going up top. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. Whoa! And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Harold Landry getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Darnold now to throw. Look at that. Slimed it across his body and connected. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. That is caught downfield by Cobb. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
1st and 10.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the secondary. It's clear the offense was trying to put some layers and take a deep shot to pick up this 1st down, but with nowhere to go, the quarterback's got no choice but to check the ball down. They do a great job tackling in space and keeps them short of the 1st down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
A run, and this is Henderson. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. Diggs on the reception. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, New England.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
3rd and 5. Working out of the gun. It's May. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
All right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
And this is going to be a beauty. Touchdown at the 2-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
That is on the 7-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He goes down dangerous right there, so close to the goal line. He is outside of the end zone, though. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
When that play was over, I mean, look at the sideline, Mike. The entire team is signaling for safety. I think he was just able to escape the end zone and save giving up 2 points.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Walker.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. We'll get this to about midfield. Big Leonard Williams brings him down.
Taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run. It's Henderson. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 23-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
That one complete to Hollins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And the Patriots going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
1st and goal, New England.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4 down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
They'll run with Henderson to the 5-yard line.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you can...
It is brought in the end zone. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, New England. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and good. And the Pats are going to open up the lead to 8.
Patriots 28, Seahawks 20.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Anthony Jennings in for the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Now Walker. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Christian Gonzalez. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 39-yard line.
Now Darnold. For the middle, it's cut. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Seattle.
19-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll run here with Walker. And he'll get about 5.
Kenneth Walker, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Darnold. That is caught at the 3. And the Seahawks going to be set up with 1st and goal as play moves them down to the 1.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a front.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And even though it's just the 3rd quarter, he'll try to draw even right here and go for 2. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll run for it with Walker. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. May now on 1st and 10. He'll locate his big target, Henry, over the middle. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter.
New England.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And it's third down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. He'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up.
And a Patriot first down.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. Fourth quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs. I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw now, May. They'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing on third down is May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he's into the end zone. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Borregales now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Patriots will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Seahawks 26.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And this will work out quite well. Does get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Darnold to throw on first down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Kenneth Walker. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll locate Cup, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Shotgun run now with Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Third down and 9. Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's May. Left side, he's got Henry. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. He'll get this off to Stevenson. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On 3rd and long, here's May. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
That's complete. It's Jackson Smith and Jigba. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. So the pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
On 2nd down, it's May. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is May. Pass caught right side by Henry. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
To return, it's Shaheed. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. The run up the middle, it's Walker. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Darnold. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down.
A gain of 3.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. On the return is Jones. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Patriots offense make their way out to take over once more. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
May to throw on 2nd down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It'll be interesting to see how they handle this situation. Do they try to slow play this and try to score without giving the ball back, or do they try to strike as quickly as possible? So first things first, they got to convert this third down.
Darnold to throw again. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Darnold to throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. He's got it. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
Deep breath time. A big extra point still to come. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one, incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Was great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. This is 1st and 10. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. New England going to take their 2nd time out. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. And in motion, it's Diggs. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. Pressure time. No timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. May to the air once more. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
2nd and 10. May to throw again. He's got Douglas going deep. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
They're going. It's May. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. And that's going to do it in their 50th anniversary season. What a celebration. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champs for the 2nd time. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.